This video supports my new book, Fishing the Edge, Techniques and Tales from Surf, Boat, and Kayak, a bestseller on Amazon. You can learn more at johnskinnerfishing.com and on Amazon. Ooh. Okay, we're going to plug stripers at sunset, then we're going to catch them on eels after dark, then we're going to catch them on eels with full color night vision mounted on a helmet. And yeah, this is interesting. Then I'm going to step away from the fishing for just a minute to show you this because this is so cool. Spotting satellites with the night vision, and yeah, this is rather wild. And there'll be some drag screaming, but first I want to tell you about something new I've got going on over at Saltstrong. My regular viewers know that I have online courses at Saltstrong, and I'm proud to announce that I now have a private group as part of their insider community, and we've just got this going in the last couple of weeks. We've got a couple of hundred members. It's going to be dedicated to Northeast fishing, and there'll be reports and people asking questions and exchanging information. There's a nice catch, mixed bag. In a friendly environment, you know, people who are looking to, you know, exchange information and not put up with some of the nonsense that can go on the general internet. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing this, and it's going along. It's really picking up steam, and it's one of the many valuable parts of Saltstrong. And the general Saltstrong community bulletin board is really packed with information, and we'll just, you know, look at one thing here because I find it very useful to just go in and filter for different categories. And yeah, it has all different things about tackle, you know, simple stuff that's a little more complex. The whole range is there, and yeah, it's interesting stuff. And what really has struck me is that Saltstrong has gotten huge. I mean, this is the report map, and wow, you know, I often in the beginning years ago thought of them as just being Florida and, you know, maybe the Gulf Coast, but boy, as you start going up, you see, you know, this is packed with information. If we zoom into the Northeast, yeah, it's definitely picking up steam. These are all reports that were submitted for this Northeast area, and yeah, so it is definitely growing, and it is a great resource for information. And last month I showed their mapping software that aggregates charts and overlays and weather and aerials and just so much stuff. So I'll have a link in the video description that will bring you to this landing page, and you can learn more about how to join. Let's get on to the fishing. All right, if I'm breathing heavy, it's because, yeah, I was hustling down the beach. I got caught. I don't have far to drive, but I still managed to get stuck in a situation on the road that delayed me. So I hustled on down the beach. Here's the first cast, definitely a little later than I want to start. But the purpose of this trip is to do a little bit of this, but then it's the night stuff that I'm really interested in, especially testing full color night vision on a helmet like you see on those military shows, and I'll show that in a bit. But all right, let's do a little bit of plugging here first. Not much time before it gets dark. And this is Eastern Long Island. I'll have links to all of the gear in the video description. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. Okay, viewers sometimes ask about the retrieve speed. You'll see the retrieve speed by watching the plug come in. It's way more important than looking at the cranking hand on a reel because of different gear ratios and so forth. Just watch how the plug's coming in, slow, dancing back and forth. Ooh, first cast, come on, baby. This is a way to start the night. Got a rock right there. That's a good fish. Okay. Okay, baby, go away. There you go. Okay, I'm going to be given no chance to catch my breath here. That was the first cast. Here comes the second cast. And, yeah, going to definitely get some good action here before it gets dark. Now, this is actually an eeling trip. Here early enough to pencil a little bit. Maybe 20 minutes. The thing is, this kind of fishing typically, never mind. All right, barbs are crushed, so the hooks should come out real easy. And you'll never lose fish due to crushed barbs as long as you keep a bend in that rod. You've got pressure on the fish. I think it actually helps you catch more fish because the hooks penetrate easier. Okay, third cast. I think you can see that because the sun is still not quite below the horizon, and it had hit the horizon before the first cast was made. Come on. Come on. Oh. Oh. If you notice that fish was following, I stopped the retrieve for just a second. The fish ate it. another good one. I heard my camera reset though. I don't know what that's about. So maybe you aren't on video. Glad I tied that tight. Go, 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 go. Okay, I don't want to start with the night vision until it's absolutely completely dark, but I want to establish that I've got an eel bite going before I mess with that. So that's what I'm trying to do here, is catch a couple on the eels, and just using the companion GoPro light in order to you know, have some illumination. So all right, well, here's a schoolie. Hey, look, at my eel came off. Eels are pricey. I'm cheap. I'm trying to save that eel. Yeah, it's a really banged up eel because it got nipped by a couple of bluefish, but I got my eel back. There you go, circle hook did its job. I'm glad to see a striper because this eel's been getting bit by bluefish, so it's not a very good eel, but it's good enough. Okay, this is a few casts later on that same banged up eel. Yeah, you know, you can catch him. The eel's pretty much dead, but you're casting and retrieving like a lure. That eel's still going to work. And it's just, it's dark now, and I'm going to switch over to the night vision after I get done with this fish. Yeah, you can see how that circle hook doing its job right in the jaw. Okay, so it's absolutely dark now, and I've established that there's a bite on eels. Now it's time to switch to the night vision, and first let me explain what that is. Okay, so what is this? All right, so there's actually 4 parts. The first is the helmet, really standard thing, easy to find. The second is this thing that goes on there. It's a Wilcox. The important part is you can, there, you know, you can flip it up. And that's important because you can walk around and not have the night vision thing in your face. Now, to get the camera on this was not straightforward. I had to order a 3D printed part from Australia to fit the camera, which is a Cyanix Aurora Digital Pro. And yeah, so that's the whole contraption right there. And all right, so let's use it. Oh, you gotta be kidding. First cast. Oh, it was the first cast with the night vision on. It's bizarre though. Huh. I was hoping to get a fish with the night vision. There it is. That's weird. Oh, that's cool. Alright, so I lose, it looks grainy here because probably out of focus. Let's see if I can adjust the, okay, there we go. I can adjust the focus. There we go. Now I gotta go get another eel. Alright, so yeah, this is dark. So and but the moon's gonna come up. It's big. I can see that as clear as day. All right. Trying to get the right focus here. Yeah, I wish I had a little different field of view, like, so I could see more of the rod. Oh, something here. Oh, something big. Uh-oh. That is, I can't believe it's a shark, because there's just bass here tonight, but that's what that is. I mean, there's no way that's a striper. All right, well, at least I'm going to get some interesting, I cannot believe that. What the heck? And, you know, he's going to pop off, so important thing is to not fall off the rock. With the camera on my head. But yeah, that's what that is. Because I've hooked them before. I know what they feel like. Yeah, it's a classic shark run right there. I can feel the line rubbing. I know this is going to pop. I just need to not fall off when that happens. Oh, he's right up against the rock. He's going to cut something there. Probably barely knows he's hooked. I got a ton of line on this reel, so he's not getting on my line. 80-pound Seaguar fluoro. There it is. There it is. Oh, and I didn't fall off the rock. Okay. Whew. Because, you know, that breaks and you just want to fall backwards, you know. Yeah, that's Seaguar fluorocarbon for the leader, so definitely not meant for sharks. I've now added wire. We'll see what happens. You can catch bass with wire. If I hook another shark, it would give me a chance of getting them in. All right, picking up a little bit of moonlight now. But yeah, if you didn't have night vision right now, this would just be black. It would be dark. So this is pretty remarkable. I mean, look at the colored lights on the Connecticut shoreline there. You can see this is definitely a color camera, and yeah, it's interesting. It certainly is different. Oh, is that a hit? Just a lively eel, I guess. Yeah, so this is an unweighted eel. You throw it out, you crank it back really slow. And to be clear, because of this helmet setup, I'm seeing this while I'm fishing. This is not just recording video. This is what I see. Oh, that's a hit. Uh-oh. Oh. What we got there? Got a bass on the wire. Could be. It's just everything's strange tonight. I'm gonna just try to focus up closer here. Oh, there we go. There you are. So wire doesn't bother you, huh? That's good. Yeah, I can see that. Circle hook doing its job. Okay. All right, we're going to step away from the fishing for just a minute. I want to show you something really cool. So my wife and I often sit out on the deck and watch for satellites, and you can use a phone app pointed at the satellite and then see what it is. And I thought it would be neat to take the night vision camera out. So the bright light to the right, you can see, is moving, and my wife has identified that as a module of the Tianhe, Tianhe, Chinese space station.
I can't, like, it's unbelievable. It's like it looks like a telescope.
Yeah.
Tianhe.
You know what the funny thing is when I look at this, there's a stationary thing with the same exact profile.
It's actually very wobbly.
It looks very stable here.
It sure doesn't look it with the naked eye.
So the night vision camera just picks up a zillion stars that you don't normally see. Where is it now?
Right here above my head.
Oh,
it's
wow.
So bright.
Yeah.
Like, why did we never notice this before? I mean, we've only been doing this for a few years since we.
So, what's good?
We used to look for them in Wading River too, right? Satellites, or was that something here?
I think it was only here. So what's interesting is, you know, I am recording this, so this looks very alienish.
It's huge. I can understand why people believe that they are seeing UFOs. It's because that is wobbling.
There it goes behind the. There it goes behind the tree.
Yes, pretty amazing.
Yeah. Okay, so back to the regular companion light for the GoPro, and I've got a screamer on there. Obviously a shark. Spool's warm. Got a lot of line on here. Oh. Not enough line, maybe. That spool's freaking hot. Well, I've managed to stop him with some line left on the reel, so that's something. All right, if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. And yeah, check out the Salt Strong link over to the club and everything. And I believe there's a free lure offer in with that as well. Don't forget my books, including my new book, Fishing the Edge, Techniques and Tales from Surf, Boat, and Kayak. That's available at johnskinnerfishing.com and on Amazon.